So before I say anything else, I'll just mention that I'm trying my best to record this properly. I'm like in the middle of a closet under 7 blankets with some random gaming microphone, not even pop filtered properly, lying upside down in who knows God where, trying to do this. And the nearest water is like ages away. So I guess if this video sounded horrible, that's why. Yay! Allow me to explain some complex feelings. The Trunic language is hard to talk about for the same reason that Outer Wilds is. It's important for the atmosphere and puzzles of the game Tunic, and I won't spoil the game or the language, but I would recommend playing Tunic and Outer Wilds. Anyway, this language exists as a vessel to allow the player to feel lost. They receive this manual book, which contains instructions written in Trunic, which to them is a beautiful but meaningless script. Now, you don't actually need any literacy to solve any puzzles important to the game. Maybe a bit of English literacy. However, some of the fun of the puzzles is deciphering the language, like discovering one of the context clues diphthong diphthongs that is also a homophone for multiple phrases, or finding some of the easiest sight words like the. But again, the atmosphere of the game is important for the puzzles. Knowing the language is unknown to you, and preferably not even knowing it can be translated into later parts of the game, is, in my opinion, very important to the game and its atmosphere. Now, all this is why my feelings are so complex and conflicted. I love this conscript, like, a lot. I can almost write all of the characters without a reference sheet, except for some trouble with the more rare consonants. What am I talking about? Some of the more rare vowels, not consonants. If Trunic could be written on the internet, I would use it all the time. Honestly, when I think of the letter D, I often think more of the Trunic version rather than the Latin representation. Now, all of this is why my feelings are so complex. I love this oh, sorry, I've already read that, whatever. There are a few points that I find especially powerful. Trunic possesses an extended hexagonal shape, a line through the center to allow better recognition of specific characters. But note that informally the line can be skipped. But the hexagon shape of the language and the angular form it is written in all add to the recognition. It's very clear as to what sound is being represented in a way that most other curvy scripts, like Latin, don't have. I will also note here, that's not on my script, that if you flip Trunic horizontally, good luck. I had some flipped Trunic the other day, and I didn't know it was flipped. I'm like, I don't understand like half of, some of these don't even exist. Oh, it's because it's flipped. Imagine if all of the possible combinations were taken up, then it would be really bad to flip Trunic. Like, really bad. Letters that have similar sounds, or are made in similar ways, have similar symbols. This not only makes writing these simpler, as you only need to remember the general shape and direction, and putting an S instead of a Z can be fixed with context most of the time. Letters are further divided into consonant and vowels, which, again, increases recognition. If reading the outside part of a letter, a person can search their mind only for vowels and not worry about consonants. Since the characters are phonemes, they should take up more space across a page to write, but by having a vowel-consonant pair in a single glyph, it makes the script look much more aesthetic, but also increases the brevity of sentences in written form. That's awesome! The largest problem with this method? Word order. It's implied that consonants come before vowels, pronouncing a glyph, but instead of moving vowels around if they need to be first, we can just add a little circle to the bottom of the glyph, and now we know how to read it. The Trunic language is so well built. I kinda can't think of anything better than this. The hexagon shape is so simple, and the readability has got to be the highest that can be achieved in written form. I want to teach everyone on Earth to read Trunic, just because of how useful and simple it is. I can write almost anything that can be spoken, and it can also represent accents, which is a strong positive, but I am conflicted. If people were to learn to read Trunic, it would veritably destroy the existence of Tunic. I found a script so perfect that I want to teach it, but it's inextricably entangled to the experience of Trunic as a game. And I don't know how to feel. Could Trunic become a long-term fixture for humanity? I doubt it, but if it was, it would outlive Trunic. And I think that indeed may be worth it. But those are too many what-ifs. I'm reluctant to leave on such an open-ended note, but I'm still figuring all this out. So tell me what you think, and I hope I have some definitive path to follow from here. Until then, I'll write on paper in Trunic. So hi, I guess I'm back. This topic was really pressing on my mind for quite a while, and I wish I could think of more depth to go into, but now my thoughts are out there, for better or worse. I'd wait longer, but knowing my timing, it'll be September next time I post a video. The fun part is, I wrote the script like July, and now it is September. Yay. Talking about that, the next part of my script says that July is coming up, and I hope to see some of you people for Art Fight. I had heaps of fun last year, and I'm quite excited for this year. I'm a normal amount of desperate to have someone to draw, so if you have a character and a profile, I'll try and revenge all my defenses and do attacks for the people in the comments. Which I have! I'll be making a video on Art Fight soon, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching, humans and assorted species. See you people later.